There you go. There's your view of the Mad Van. Just jumping on real quick. It's still actually on. It's a focus. That's a focusing on junk. Come on. Focus on the van, man. Focus on the van. Focus on this. There we go. I think you can see that maybe I had just taken the Mad Van out for a rip. Some going on, guy. It's literally still on. I just wanted to, you can actually, well, you can't, but I can smell some Mad Van burning here. So I'm gonna shut it off. I'm gonna pop that top. I gotta get my tripod. I actually left my tripod outside. All right. So what is happening, Lord? Whoa, going down. All right. So here you can get a nice little look at the Mad Van there. Took it out for a nice snow rip. Telling you, this thing rips it nice. The other thing I realized, I need pliers to pull these body clips off because these things are so stinking tiny. So there's actually a part of this rip that you guys don't know, and I was going to hop on the other channel real quick to talk about it, but I actually had, wow, dude, look at this. Holy wow. I think if this could be smell-o-vision right there, you could smell the heat from the motor. So I gotta take this outside real quick and give it a smack, get all this snow garbage off of there. So I will be right back before this thing just melts water everywhere. That's a little better. I'm gonna have to get a towel for this thing because I want to clean this thing up pretty quick. So what I was saying was that apparently the last time I took this Mad Van out for a rip, I'm guessing I was pretty abusive to it. I went out there and I pulled the trigger and it took off and then it just stopped. And I was confused on why the thing just stopped. So I took it inside, diagnosed it real quick, and what it ended up being was the motor on this Mad Van was not seized, but pretty close to being seized. And I got to tell you, these Ovonic Air batteries, they have been, they've actually been awesome. I'm really liking these Ovonic Airs. So, but yeah, so I gotta get a towel here. Make some room. I'm gonna get out the heat gun and kind of make some room here. Pull this right off of here. Well, the stick is getting mangled. Black Wolf, what's going on, guy? Hard Life Custom Garage. What is happening, man? That's an interesting channel name. Hard Life. All right. The motor definitely has a burning smell to it, but I'm really not worried about it because what I ended up having to do was I did have to throw some PB blaster in there. So I ended up taking my PB blaster and I jammed PB blaster into the motor because apparently last time I took this out, you know, like what's typical, I didn't take care of the RC after the fact. I just went out there, ripped it, and just that's it. Very, very abusive. And I got to tell you, this Mad Van, it's just a simple little truck. But when you see the video, I just went out and had a blast with this thing. So I'm actually going to get my heat gun and kind of heat gun this thing. But this little, telling you, this little KYOSHO thing is a nice little truck. I'm going to get in there, obviously heat up this heat gun and try to get, you know, as much of the moisture off of here as I can. I don't have my compressor hooked up or anything like right now. But this thing is mint. I just had such a blast with this little thing. And I beat the snot out of it. This rips on my backyard track, and the backyard track's no joke. This hit every jump that the ARRMA Mojave jumps, that the Creighton jumps. Well, shouldn't even say Creighton. But, yeah, this thing's great. But I just want to get all the snow out of there. I should do a little bit of maintenance to this thing because I haven't done 1 ounce of maintenance to it other than literally just today. And I wouldn't consider that maintenance. I just consider it kind of like lack of maintenance. This is a fun little truck, man. And I don't even want to say that this is waterproof because I don't know if it is or not. It's probably not. But it just took a nice rip. Very, very abusive rip. I got nothing bad to say about this little 110 scale ripper. Little Mad Van was ripping it mad. But I never do this. But I suppose I should. This thing's awesome. Corey, what's going on, guy? What is that? Ice everywhere. I do have to check out the shocks. The rear shocks were getting bound up, but it was probably just bound up from the snow. But I want to make sure like the shocks are still straight. I'm hoping they are. Everything feels great on this thing. I'm telling you. This is a fun little truck, man. So I'm actually going to pop the cover there. And see what's going on in here. See if there's any snow or ice or whatever inside of there. All right, where am I? That's a sharp talking wrench. That's not what I want. Get that out of here. Refresh. Bam. Out of here. Refresh. Bam. All right, so who's in the chat? Who do we got? We got 16 people here on a Tuesday. We got Lauren, Black Wolf. We got Henry. What is that name? Such Ender. We want more nitro cars, right? I still got a couple nitros. We got Hard Life. We got Anthony and Corey. How many packs you got in it? And this thing? I'd say probably only 7 packs. Antenna broke. It's only about 7 packs into this thing. This motor's still warm, man. And that's not from the heat gun either. I mean, I suppose you could say it was from the heat gun, but when you see the video, you'll see how hot this thing got. This thing was smoking and steaming. It was doing both. It was smoking. If I have my temp gun to give you a temp, but I suppose it doesn't really matter right now. There we go. So right now, and this has got to be residual temp. So 127.5. Let's get right in there. Where is it the hottest? Yeah, it's still nice and crispy or toasty. But I did want to just pop this cover off real quick just to see what we got in there. Things look all right, man. I think I'm going to just leave it like that. Motor's definitely got a nice smell to it. But that was all me. There's still stuff in there. Wow. So this is the stuff that I usually just don't do. Look at there. All right, we're good there. All right. So we are not charging batteries in the house. That was just, yeah, I don't know what that noise was. Some kind of noise. But anyways. If you're looking, all right, let's put it this way. If you're looking for something, then maybe, yeah, I mean, you get it for yourself. But if you want to get something, you know, obviously the holiday season is here right now. And if you're looking for a relatively inexpensive RC that you can actually really beat on, I mean, this thing has hit trees. This thing hits my jumps full speed on 3S. I mean, just ripping this thing on 2S would be fun for a younger individual. So if you're looking for like a, I want to say if you're looking for like a holiday gift or even if you're just looking for a gift, this KYOSHO Mad Van. And get yourself an Ovonic Air battery. Get yourself like a battery like this, like a 5200 or, yeah, there's a whole bunch of these Ovonics. 52s, I was actually running an 8003S in this thing. And this thing literally took every ounce of beatdown that I just gave it. I mean, when you see the crashes, when you see the jump, full speed jump. I mean, granted, it's not like jumping 500 feet into the air, but it's doing what the Mad Van can do as far as full speed in the snow, snow-packed wheels, and it's just moving. So that's a recommendation from RC Guy Garage. Get yourself a Mad Van. Even if you just want to rip it in the house, chase your kids, chase your cat or your dog. Just make sure your significant other is not home when you go ahead and do that. Because when the Mad Van is like slamming into walls, and make sure that, you know, make sure you got touch-up paint. Make sure you got touch-up paint for your baseboards, all that stuff, if you want to rip it in the house. But the Mad Van will take it. And I'm not saying that is it indestructible, but it is. Look at it. 7, 8, 6 packs. I really don't know. I don't count how many packs I put through it. And every single time, I just beat this thing to an inch of its life. And I mean, it just keeps saying, give me more. Now, I'll explain what happened to the motor a little bit better. So I had taken it out the last time. And yeah, and look at that. Even the cap's not blown. Got a habit of blowing caps, I guess. The motor was all chalked up with just dirt, grit. I mean, I ripped this thing in wetness, in dust, and I didn't clean it. I didn't maintenance it. I didn't do anything to it. Sergeant J, what's going on, guy? And this little Mad Van, this thing is stock. I've done 0 to this. And there's a ton of upgrades that you can do to this thing if that's the route that you want to go. But I'm telling you right now, out of the box, this is like $2 something or whatever. It's totally worth every dollar that you put to go ahead and get this thing. Even the body's awesome. Well, come on. Who wouldn't like a van body? You know what I mean? Mad Van ripping it. I love this thing. I love this thing so much. I have 2 Mad Vans. I have one in a box, not even open. Didn't even open it. That's the second RC that I was so pleased with how this thing was. It's the second RC that I actually bought a double of. And it's not even a different body style or different body graphics. It's literally just another Mad Van. And am I mad? No, I'm not mad. Am I crazy? Maybe a little bit. But let's open up the let's open up this little spur and pinion kind of thing right here. I guess you could call it the center diff. We'll open up the center diff on this thing and we'll see what's looking like inside. Because you saw, if you were here, this thing was snow packed. So it'd be interesting to see if there's any water in there, and if there is, I should get it out. If you could smell that motor, man, I'm telling you. I know it's just motor. It's the PB blaster. So like I said, I had to put PB blaster in it to kind of free it up. But it's the PB blaster, burning off from inside the motor. Actually, you know what I should do before I do all this? How about if before I take any more screws out, I'm gonna just turn it on real quick, just to make sure everything's mint. It's probably gonna spray water everywhere, but just took it out. I just dried it off. Let's see if it still works. Remote on, and the remote. Since when do you get a remote with so many different options on it on an RTR? I'm not really a fan of the curved steering, but this remote is pretty crazy for what you get. All right, turn the truck on. Hey, look at that. It steers, and it goes. Yeah, that battery pack's dead. That motor's hurting right now. It's yeah, it's hurting. I think this battery pack's dead. I gotta check the battery pack. Let's see if it's the battery pack or if it's the motor. So, have a feeling this battery pack is totally done. Oh, this battery pack won't even register? Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Yeah, this battery's 5%. So let's hook up a battery real quick that maybe has more juice. So this battery is 99%. HRB 2S graphene, not graphene, 2S HRB battery. Let's take the thing off of here. So, yeah, the motor's definitely feeling some death. It's not happy right now. So I think I'm going to have to obviously let this thing completely dry out, pop the motor out, and let's see if I can clean it out or whatever. I've got some electronics cleaner, but I did get this thing smoking. So it's definitely not the recommended way to go ahead and treat an RC. Do you know what I'm saying? What I just did to this thing is not the right way to do stuff. But I'll tell you, man, I had a blast. Total blast. Sergeant J actually has one of these things, and he has juiced his thing up. I mean, I don't even want to know the amount of money that he spent on his. Earl Moorhead, what is going on? The Howard Stern of RC in the... I don't know about that. But we were opening up this center diff. But we got to let everything dry out. The ESC could be wet. It did fire up. But I do have to look into that motor. And like I said, I'm totally abusive to this thing. And actually, this would probably make it the 8th battery pack, if I'm remembering correctly. 7, 8 battery packs is my guess. On 3S. I think I ran this thing on 2S once. And I just said, yeah, no. So we did get some moisture in there. This motor is still cooking. But we did get some moisture in there. So it'd be a good idea for me to go ahead and kind of clean that out. It's a combination of oil and water. So that's why it's doing that. So this is only the second time, I think, that I've opened up this diff. And it does look like there's some kind of orange in there. I don't know if it's clutch material or what it is. But it could be clutch material, or it could be just literally Let's see. Is that how I pop this out? What is it? No. So obviously I have to open up the case to get that center differential out, but that seems fine. Yeah, there's still water in there. There's got to be water on this ESC. There has to be. And I don't know if that thing is waterproof or not. Now he's over there talking to a battery pack. What are you doing, you nut? It's just what he does. I can't talk to him anymore. I don't have a subscription, so I'm not going to waste my time with one. But this is the stuff I usually don't do to my RCs, and I probably should. Clean it out, get the water out of there, so they survive a little bit longer. So what I should do is take some, I'm going to take some electrical cleaner right now, and I'm going to throw some electrical cleaner in there. I should pop this off. What is this on? You know what? I don't even know what it's on, but I could just mark it with my paint pen. Everybody see my paint pen? Yeah. All right. So all I'm going to do is, because I don't know what this is set up for gearing, I'm just going to literally just paint pen where it is. That way I'll know that that's where I got to throw my screws. And I'll paint pen that too. Wrong size. Man, if this was smell-o-vision, ESC actually has kind of a little bit of a burn smell to it, but I don't know if it's from the smoke of this or if it's the ESC because everything was wet. Could be the smoke from this because, this, I mean, the smoke was pretty much pouring out. Oh, looks like I didn't have to do that. What is that? I'll call the water in there. Water or oil. Could be the PB blaster that I jammed in there just to free it up. But maintain your stuff. That's all I gotta say. Pretty important. So I'm gonna go ahead and just throw some electrical cleaner in here. Or electronic cleaner, whatever you want to call it. best thing to do would be able to take a blowtorch. That's what I was thinking in my head. Take a boy, I remember doing this stuff, man. Best thing would be able to take a blowgun, air compressor. Now, because obviously the next thing I'll have to do is obviously oil up the bearings and stuff like that, which these are those oil light bearings. So I'll just put like a little drop of oil on there once this thing is all freed up. But good enough. That is probably what I should have done in the first place, was to keep this thing nice and not abuse it as much as I have. So there's a question. Even though I did that, was it this way? Yeah. Was that? I think it was. Is that lining up to the motor? Oh, I gotta put on that little shield. Almost seems like the shield shouldn't be in there, because it's blocking the vents to the motor. Why do they do that? How would you want to block the motor vents? I don't think I like that. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave the motor vent open. Let's see that one. And I think it was actually... I don't think it was... Yeah, maybe it was that way. It seems weird. Maybe it's like a heat dissipation thing, but through these holes, you can see that the holes actually do vent into the motor. Why would they block? Why would it be blocked? Maybe they just need air there. So let's see if this motor fires up with a little 2S pack here. Can I do it? Actually, I don't know if I can do it. Let's see if I killed the motor. Did I kill the motor? Oh, this battery pack's dead. That ain't gonna work. There is the possibility I killed the motor. Let's see. Where's my battery pack? I think this one has juice in it. Some juice there? No, this is only 1%. What battery pack did I have that had almost full power? This is 5%. I suppose it doesn't matter. I should still fire up the motor. Where's my adapter? This one. It's got the stupid Deans on it too. Alright. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a Deans or some kind of connector here. That's Deans to TRX. Maybe I can do that. Maybe that will actually work. Will the motor fire up or is it dead? Motor revival. And I think the motor's dead. Either that, I'm not touching the contacts. Come on, motor. Live! And I think it's dead. I probably need to, the brushes are probably just stuck, is my guess. I think there's a brush right there. I'm going to give it a couple of whacks, see if I can bring it back to life. Those pieces of stuff just came out of the motor. It's just got that nice burn smell. Is there a way I can hook up a thing to this? No, I probably can't. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can't. Let's see. Does it live? Whoa! So yes, so basically what happens is obviously now you can hear it. It screamed, which means it needs oil now. So I'll oil these bearings up. The brushes obviously got stuck. Probably because of the dust and then the water getting in there and then just, yeah. So motor still works. You just heard it scream. It's just probably the brushes are kind of stuck. The thing rips right out of my hand. So I just got to oil it up and the thing should be fine. Maybe I could just do it in an oil bath. But very surprisingly, this thing is a very good, resilient RC. If you don't abuse the snot out of it like I did, you'll get tons of life out of it. Is it impervious to everything? No. Can it take abuse? I just ripped it on my backyard track in the snow. Snow-packed wheels on 3S. Nothing is broken. The thing crashed, smashed, tumbled, jumped full rip, like antenna's broken. So anyway, use a toothbrush. Put it in the dishwasher. I could put it in the dishwasher with trash bag. Wash this thing right up. But yeah, I'll oil this thing back up and let the thing smoke again. But yeah, this thing rips, man. Yeah, now you can hear the brush's contact. It's definitely a more distinct noise. So the brushes obviously are getting hung up, and I don't believe there's a way that I can access them from this thing, can I? There's one there, obviously, and one there. So, but who knows? Maybe I'll lipo power this thing. This thing is that much of a cool little, RC. Maybe I should put a small lipo setup in it, But this comes brushed, and I really don't have anything else to say about it except that if you are looking for an RC that is going to take abuse, the KYOSHO Mad Van, I would definitely recommend it because it's fun. It's a fun little truck. And like I said, you can rip this thing in your house, and that is what I might end up doing. I might end up ripping this thing in my house, chasing my dogs, chasing my kid. She's almost 21. Just make sure I don't smash into the baseboard. Get out of there. You taking my hammer? All right, so now that it looks like we've got a couple battery packs ready for the Outcast, I think I might take the Outcast 8S out, ripping it on 9,000 milliamp 100C 4S packs. The dual setup. I don't know if you saw the picture that I posted, but the seems like people are ripping paddle tires lately, right, guy? So it seems like people are ripping paddle tires, and I haven't seen anybody put paddle tires on an Outcast yet. So I threw my crazy paddle tires that are actually for my DBXL-E 2. I threw all 4 paddle tires on the Outcast, and before the snow disappears, I'm going to get out to the backyard track and give it a nice rip. I suggest you do it too. If you got snow, don't be afraid about taking your RCs out there. Just know that, you know, if something's not waterproof, dirt's going to get all over everywhere. The snow is going to be literally packed completely into the RC, like when I pulled off the top of the Mad Van. Like you couldn't see any Mad Van. It was just snow. I thought that was pretty cool. So, all right. I think I'm just going to end this live stream right where we are right here. Oh, how do I wrap this around here? Whoa. Stickers. I think that's good. Yeah. We'll be back. We'll be back later. I'll do another something. Might do another live stream. Definitely got a video to put together. Hopefully I got all the footage. It looked good from my eyes. So if you're not out, you should get out. Like I always say, you should get out there and rip it. So who do we got in chat? You got Hector Santos. We got RC Master, Earl Moorhead. We have got Mario. Guy, you got a vid on the snow rip? Not yet, but I do have one coming. Yep. Traxxas banner still coming up, right? Perfect. Just the way it should be. Cover that Traxxas banner right up. Who else do we got here? We have got Barry King. What's going on, guy? Those tires would look good on a 12 scale, probably. Probably. Talking about the monster truck tires, I'm assuming. Let's see. I think that's it. Nobody else is popping in. We got 32. Oh, come on. 32 people in here, and there's only 19 thumbs ups. Come on. Come on, you're killing me here. Like I said, I will remind you to go ahead and do the thumbs ups because, I mean, why not? It tells YouTube that you actually like the content. Tells YouTube that maybe you like my smile. Maybe you, I don't know, maybe you like these live streams. I don't know. Come on. God, 20? Come on. 33 people in the end. There's only 20 thumbs ups. Come on. You got 12, 23. Bam. All right. So like I said, I appreciate you guys. I'm out. You should get out too and rip it. I'm going to rip the Outcast 8S in literally a couple minutes. I just want to download my footage, clear out my cameras, and then rip that Outcast 8S on paddle digger tires is what I called them. They're pretty insane. So, yeah, get out there and enjoy the snow. Just make sure you maintain your vehicles. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming.